details here to do on the little Nissan truck, so I thought I would bring you along, you, the proverbial you. So I'll be right, and I thought you might want to watch, watch things go in and out of the garage, because that'll be fun. So here I am. I'll be right back. Be astounded by my feats of strength. Don't actually need to use the handbrake because the car drag is not for this. Fortunately, it's quite light. Now I'll bring the truck in. Good. Garage door closed. Truck off. All right. So there's a little truck. So hey. Welcome. Yeah, you're like, what? What's going on? There's nobody here. So I'm just going to do a couple little quick details on the Nissan, and I thought, why not make a show out of it, because I've been sharing this project as I've been going on. I just drove the truck around town tonight. It is such a pleasure to drive. I mean, it drives just as good as it always has. But now I know when people see it, they're like, gosh, that's a darn nice little truck. It was already a pretty nice looking little truck, but now it has all these nice little details. So it's back up to its fresh and high standards that Nissan built it to back in 1990. So I'll show you what I've got going here. A couple just quick little things. And then I gotta make dinner. But I figured this wouldn't take too long, and boys are playing video games. Imagine that. So what we've got here, a couple little bits. This here, I bought 6 foot of chain, because as you can see over here, here's the old tailgate, and I'm gonna hang the old tailgate on the side of the goat shed to give the goats another place to loaf. That's what goats do, is they loaf. Like I said, I won't teach you anything, but you might learn something. So there's that. These lag bolts, 2 lag bolts to hold the, to go through the barn, hold the end of the tailgate up, chain to hold the other end up, and then these little doodads here, and I'm hoping these little carriage bolts are actually going to be the right size. So come on over here, and let's hope. Hope is all I have, that these little carriage bolts are going to be the right size. We're going to know right away. It's either going to be a real short show or a real show. John, how many times do you want this? Right there. Okay, and bing, bong, boom, bam. I think they're going to work. But I've got to take out the original, these little plastic clips, right? So Japanese, car makers, whatever, they they want to use these kind of plastic clips everywhere I get it. They're cheaper. But for me, they were just, all they were doing is really upsetting me. And I was not able to get them to install correctly, which means my nice looking little grill here is not as, well, it's not secure, right? Let's get the pliers for that one. If you watched me install this grill, you would know that there was some yelling involved, and I wasn't getting it done right. Can you just get the stupid clip out of the dang way? Oh my God, really? Ugh, these clips. So none of them work. This one's actually in place correctly. I got one of them in, 1 out of 5. But instead we're just going to use these little carriage bolts. And then it'll be secure, it won't rattle. See, look how nice that looks. You see that? So this is just a quick little project that I'm doing here tonight. Let's see. Take my coat off so I can get my hand in there. And I'll just do this one. It's going to happen at all. One of those funky places. How many times will I drop? There we go, that's the way. There's the washer on. And get my fingers on this the right way. This. And if it'll thread up. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, Subterfuge. What's up, man? How you doing? Sutter, I don't think I've seen you on these shows here. So basically, I am just working on stuff in the garage. There we go. Threading. Threading up. Nicely threading up. So you can tighten that up with a little wrench. But you can see the carriage bolts. They work just fine. Yeah. Apache Native, how's it going, man? Welcome. So yeah, I've been doing these for the last couple of weeks, Sutter, and just kind of the first project here has been to work on this little Nissan. The grill was all busted up, and the taillight assemblies or the turn signal assemblies were all busted up, and the tailgate was kind of crappy. So I just got the truck cleaned up and then bought some new parts just to make it nicer. And I'm really pleased. For $300, well, yeah, $300, about $300 worth of parts, I have really got a much nicer truck. It's these little details. This. Look at the grill. I mean, it's nice. The old grill was all broken up. It was a black grill. Nothing wrong with the black color, but the chrome color was an option. And imagine, these are probably going to, Apache, you think these carriage bolts with the nuts on them are probably going to rattle out eventually, huh? Yeah. Yeah, the truck itself is great. I love this truck. So I didn't feel bad at all about spending a couple $100 to just make it a little nicer. And it's already rewarding me. Just driving around town tonight. And I'm sure you all feel it too. Pride of ownership, right? Yeah, it's a 5-speed. Good job, Apache. Yeah, it's a 5-speed. It's a base model. It's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. It gets up pretty nicely. It's fun if you want to get on it. It'll go right down the road at whatever speed you want it to. It gets 30 miles per gallon. And it's real clean. I bought it at an auction for $1,100. I mean, it was $1,500 with tax and license and everything, but it's been a great truck. I put rear brakes on it and an alternator in the 3 years that I've owned it. So there's that. That one we're gonna have to tighten all these up. But I just feel a little bit better knowing, I'd hate to hit a bump or something and then have the grill jiggle out, and break or something. So just having these in here it makes it fit a little bit better, and just peace of mind. There. So got those are all finger tight. Yeah, exactly. Hey, how's it going, Kaid? How's it going, man? Yeah, this is my hat. This is my winter hat. I wear this all the time. When I go out to you've heard me talk about going out to the ocean, doing work out there. This is the ultimate hat. I've had this hat for, 15 years. It's starting to get pretty worn in, but it's great. Keeps the weather off me, and I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted, dead or alive. And I'm a cowboy. So this one clip right here is actually in place. And so I'm going to use this to find, I think that's a 10, but let's find out for sure. Here's a 10. No, it's an 11. And I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted. Gonna have to pull the whole thingy of thingies out of here. The 11. It's an 11 millimeter wrench. You know what? The socket's going to do me better here. Let's leave that up just in case. 11 millimeter socket's going to be easier on a little ratchet. 11 millimeter wrench and Hudson. You know what? 7/16. Is that what that is? Is also 7/16 gonna work for me? Yep. So try that. And tightening. Setting to tightening. Come on. You guys don't need the butt shot, do you? You can have, there you go, rather than the butt shot. I know I look good in these jeans, but seriously. Oh, Kaid had a long day. I hope it was a good long day, Kaid. Don't fumble the tool. See if the little wrench works better. A little bit more of a positive fit on that. So you can see why they use the clips. Obviously, it's just quicker than all this fooling around. one bit of tightening. They really don't give you much room here. That's why they want you to use those clips. But this, even though this... Thank you. Love random messages from Hotmail telling me that absolutely nothing's wrong. Why does it not just go on? Why do you have to fight so much for the simplest things? There we go. A little more finger tightening. You know what the problem was there? I was putting it the wrong way. So, what's everybody else up to tonight? Me, I'm just running. I was running some errands with Northwest Bunny. I decided to pick up these parts. I had a nap this afternoon. It was good. One of the things that my counselor has told me to do is to grant myself the right to do, to not, see, one of my problems, want to have a wisdom moment? Anyone? Hey, Smuggler, what's up, man? How's it going? Hello to all people, including Toyota Prius owners. I have been a Toyota Prius C owner at one time, and it was a great car. It's a great car. Very plain, not performance-minded, but it's a great car. But I'll to share a little bit of wisdom with you. And one of my problems is that I always feel like I should be doing something. Right? I just always feel like I should be doing something. Like this afternoon, I was I was having a nap, and I woke up and I felt like I should get out there and do this. And one of the things that my counselor has told me is I need to grant myself. Hey, Mark, how's it going? I need to grant myself the time to rest. Because that's just in me. I'm just like always. I'm like, you've got. I have a lot of time on my hands. Streaming is all I do. I do some other stuff, but I'm always working around here. I'm always working on a car project, or I'm always running around doing something, or I'm always working somewhere on the property. So my advice to you, that was the advice to me, is to grant yourself some time to just do nothing. Or to do what you want. You want to play Forza? Just play it. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I should be blah blah. I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Just do it. Just do what you do what makes you happy, and grant yourself that. So I'm trying to be more mindful of all my should moments, where I'm telling myself I should be doing this or I should be doing that. In the end. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Some wisdom from the Beatles there. You gotta take some time to just whatever it is you're doing, grant yourself the time. Tell yourself it's okay. And this is what I need to do. I guess not everybody's got the same kind of issues I've got, but some of my issues, I feel like I should be doing more. I've always, I'm always trying to please somebody. Sometimes that's myself, and. Yeah, I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall in love to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna say Linkin Park on that. Yeah, I know that song. Is that Linkin Park? Yeah, that one. I like that one. But there's some extra angry parts of that 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 I think at certain different parts of my life I felt more connection to. But I do like that song. Kaid, I like that song. I know we were talking about Linkin Park the other day. And yeah, but I think there's parts of that are just too angry for me these days. I had some times where all my music needed to be angry, so I could deal with my issues as I was listening to my music. And I like some angry music. Oh yeah, I do. I got problems with authority, and I got problems with all this and that and the other. And a good singer. I mean, that Linkin Park singer is too bad what he ended up doing, but I like me some angry music sometimes. But it's kind of movie related. Sometimes I like some Pink Floyd that has a lot of anger in it, but is also very peaceful. You know, or I like some Cat Stevens. Cat Stevens, they ain't no anger. There's some angst in some Cat Stevens songs, but it's mostly real nice feeling music. Couple more turns on this one, and this part of the project's done, and then we're gonna spray paint my bumper. Because I was looking at a photo. Oh, what's this now? Get that out of the way then. Dang it. There's a little clip on there that was in the way. Now we got a few more turns on this. But I feel so much better about having this secure here. And it looks proper. So if I was to sell the truck, which I don't think I'm ever going to sell this thing, but if I was to sell it, it looks proper. It's not like, oh, where's all the bolts to hold all that on there, mister? Thought you said it was a perfect little truck. Yeah, well, it is. Maybe we'll get another turn on this one. Call it good before it breaks something. Hi there, Kita. So look at that. Now it's super nice and secure. Nice job. I feel so much better about that. I felt, since I kind of copped out we got to figure out what this is. Somebody help me. Find out what this part is called. This little there's some more plastic chrome stuff that goes here. It's been missing forever. And I don't really mind it so much because it just looks like venting. But I want the right plastic little bits for that. But I don't know what that's called, and I've done a few different searches. And I ain't found nothing. There you go. Oh, hey, Colossus. Is that what that is? You know what? Sorry, buddy. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because it's called the front part of the truck. Ha 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 ha! What's up, Grumpy Dragons? How's it going, man? Yep, Grumpy Dragons. So I came back and I'm finishing the project with the right little parts. I couldn't figure out those dumb clips, so I bought these little carriage bolts with a washer and a nut, and I put those in there. And now the little thing is now the grill is totally fastened securely. I feel so much better about that. The one thing I yet have to fix, I have to figure out why the signal on that side, it hasn't ever been working consistently, and it doesn't work at all. It's the front signal there in that new housing, good bulb, new housing, wiring looks good, doesn't work. So, but that's another whole story. Right now, it's about just making it look good, because to look good is to feel good. There, okay, so we don't need that anymore. The rest of this is taping and spray paint. Bucket seats, yeah, it's got single seats. I I don't know if they made these with a bench. Oops, this goes over here. This goes over here. And that goes back away. I like to put things away as I go. So I like to keep my shop clean. An earth, a ground. You might need a better ground. Okay, yeah. That I love the language differences there in earth on it. That makes sense. Ground in America, earth in most other places. That's great. Hey, that's cool, man. That's cool, Colossus. I appreciate the time I get with you, no matter when I get it. Okay, so let's come on back here. Sutter, you haven't seen the inside, so there it is. There's the inside of the truck. It's totally immaculate. I mean, this thing's got 200,000 miles on it, but it's just a sweet little clean truck. The upholstery's all nice. It's king cab, so it's got the two little fold-out seats in the back and these little pop-out windows. Fun little features that for a guy my age, 1990. Yeah, it should if I take good care of it, and I have been taking good care of it. Here is my new tailgate. I think with a little bit of fine sanding and a sealer coat, that will it's slightly different, than the 200,000 mile black. But if you look at the bumper here, the bumper's pretty rough. So what we're gonna do tonight, I'm gonna tape these bits out, and this, I guess. I'm gonna tape these bits out. Take this off. Well, I like my Bernie sticker. I'm a Bernie guy, but sadly, it's gonna have to come off. It's all right. Need a scraper for that. I don't like having that man's name on my stuff anyways, even though it was a statement. I don't need any more of his influences in my life, period. A tiny little bit of sticker there. So what we're going to do, we're going to, the bonnet hole at front, they only have the plastic behind it. It's the same here. Huh, okay. I guess I'll just deal with that. If there's Grumpy Dragons, if you find that part on eBay America somewhere, oh, excellent. Cool. 2.4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll if you can send me that link. Does it have a link to the part number? Because if there's a little plastic bit that fits in there that just makes it look a little tidier, I'll buy it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some tape, and we're going to tape out these rubber bits. And then we're going to hit it with paint. Now, if you do any sort of painting work or anything, this stuff, I know most people are like, of course, yeah, it's painter's tape, of course, yeah. But honestly, blue tape is like the best thing for so many things. This stuff became my friend. I used to do boat refinishing a long time ago, varnish and paint and all kinds of boat work. Not real woodwork. I'm just not that good with that stuff, but I'm pretty good with paint and varnish work. And so we use massive amounts of this to protect. Should I paint this stuff? You think should I paint the plastic too? Huh. Do you think, should I paint these rubber bits as well? And let that paint flake off? I mean, not out of laziness. But I wonder if it'll just look better if the whole thing was just black. What do you guys think? I think I should just probably paint the whole thing. Because otherwise these faded gray, those are going to stick out. What do you think? Just paint the whole bumper. Put some tape here to protect this. And paint the whole bumper. Yeah? Well, I don't need to paint the rubber, but it's how much time do I want to take to tape it out when it might not even look any better? I think it's going to actually look better. Just yeah, these are, yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's not paint it. Just a thought. Sometimes I get a thought. Sometimes it's a bad thought. And that was a bad thought. We'll tape it out. Roll the tape out. Make me fight for every inch of the tape. Come on. Come on. Okay. So I've done a lot of masking in my life. I've done a lot of masking in my life. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it's good. I just there's a laziness part of not masking. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm just going to come around with a razor knife and trim this up. Hey, guess where I'm going tomorrow? Guess where I'm going tomorrow? Anyone? At the end of the day tomorrow, guess where I'm going? Nope, Colossus, that's not correct. Somewhere a lot more fun than bed, although bed's a good place. Anyone? Anyone got a better guess than Colossus? Subterfuge, very, very cool guess. But no, I'm not going to Dirtfish tomorrow. I'm going to Disneyland. Yep. Special Christmas surprise for the boys. Only Heather and I know. It's a huge surprise. Big surprise. Yeah, we're going to Disneyland. It's gonna be fun. I haven't been in a super long time, and Waven hasn't been since he was like 4 with his grandparents, and Hudson's never been. Hudson's been to Legoland down there, but he hasn't been to Disneyland. So before they get too old and the magic is lost, Heather and I thought we'd do something nice for Christmas this year. That is their big Christmas present. Otherwise, they're just getting meat and underwear. Because if you don't get underwear for Christmas, it just wouldn't be Christmas. That's how I feel, at least. I love my underwear. So here, come on over here. Socks, yeah, socks are great. I like getting socks. I'll usually get some novelty socks for Christmas, which is fun. And man, I do not go through socks. I've had the same socks for 10 years, honestly, and I love them. They're like I don't know, like dry weaver ones that breathe. And they fit so well. And my rule with socks, since like I said, I hardly ever get new socks and I don't go through them. When my socks get a hole, I just throw them away. I don't shuffle my feet either. In fact, I make a point of I've made a point of trying to teach Hudson to lift and step, lift and step. Okay, we're almost done with the taping. Then I'm going to come around with a razor knife and tidy up the tape. And then we'll shake up the spray can. This is kind of, I mean, the bumper is what it is. It's a little bit bashed up. A new bumper is too expensive. It's a nice step bumper. I think that might be the one other option that the truck came with. And I smashed on this a whole bunch to make it better. Because this bumper had been bent up pretty good, but that's kind of maybe the ugliest bit. But it's a 200,000 mile, $1,000 truck. I need to do I don't need to do the lights because I'm not painting up there. I'm gonna shoot a little bit of paint on here because it's a little bit of rust there, and I'm painting like this. I'm a good painter, so I don't need to. It's gonna be pretty tidy. Check my tape here. Make sure it's stuck on good, and then I'm gonna come around with a razor knife and clean up the edges here so that the tape is, or maybe I'll even just use my fingernail. See how that works there? That actually worked pretty perfect. I got big long thumbnails, yeah! That's working awesome actually. Thumb works better than a razor knife. That's amazing. That's amazing. Just tighten it up right around the edges there so it looks nice and tidy. Either tuck it in or get it cut. And it doesn't need to be perfect. The paint on that rubber will get cleaned off with some product like Grumpy was suggesting. I need a razor knife for that. So not need a razor knife for that one. He's got a knife! Look out! You can see that just cleans up the edge. Real nice. Good enough. One more bit right there. One more little bit on the end here. There. Kind of a quick tape job. I want this look to look nice, but I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time. Like I said, I got to go in and make dinner. What's up, RV Smile 1000? What's up? How's it going? Yeah, perfect. There's times where you can do better, good enough is right. All right, so I'm gonna get my spray can, my bomb can, the Krylon. And now for the ASMR portion of our show. All right, yeah. Subscribe now for the occasional ASMR moments. Is there something satisfying about that to some people? They definitely make these cans hard enough to open. I imagine they figure I was doing awesome mixed up. How is it possible that it is that hard to get the top of the paint off? Pinch and okay. Okay, so there, I was having a hard time here, but it says right on the top, pinch and pull. I can't get there. Why does it have to be so hard? Okay, so now we gotta shake this up. Shake it up. Shake it up. There we go. Now the ball bearing is loose in there. This is another ASMR portion of the show. There's something satisfying about it. Gotta shake it for at least a couple minutes. It's so you don't try and eat it, I suppose. So people don't go into the store and just get a quick huff of the paint. For those that are into the paint huffing. Yeah, this is another ASMR moment. There, I got it. I got the rhythm now. And I do see another spot I'm going to take. There's going to be overspray. There's going to be overspray back in here, and this we don't need paint on this part. Overspray any of this. And let's just one more bit on the license plate there. Just then I can hit it better and not be worried about messing up my nice collector license plate. Because this is a collector's vehicle, strangely enough. And I dumb. And if I keep it nice enough, you know, this truck might be worth something someday. I think it's probably worth about $4,000 right now. So how much tape can I waste for one little bit? There, keep my license plate all nice. There, that's better. That is better. Oh yeah, that's right, Grumpy. That's such a great thing. That it really is. Yep. That is a great tool. I've got a couple of those. I got a couple pieces that just famous last words, pinch and pull. Yeah. Really? So we'll shake it up a little more. Did they card me for buying the paint? No. The girl that was at the cash register, she's I've been in that hardware store a bunch, so she knows who I am. But yeah, I guess they do. They should card, especially definitely young people, because I hate graffiti. I hate graffiti. It's not art. It's garbage. Okay, so let's hit it. Notice how I'm not just holding the button down and spraying like a madman. I'm being deliberate and moving the can one direction so we don't get runs. We'll do a few coats. A little bit of rust on the bumper where the paint has failed. You always want to be moving. You never want to spray in the same spot, right? This is a satin black versus a gloss black. Part of me was kind of like, you know. Well, but certainly before I did this work, I never really thought of painting the bumper. So like, it's just an old truck. Who cares? But I've actually got it so nice now that then the bumper actually stuck out like a sore thumb. And we'll just hit it under here because it lasts a little bit more. There. Breathing in some of them paint fumes is like a free therapy. Doesn't that look nicer? So much nicer. I'm so glad I did tape out the things. Glad we spent the time to do that. All right, we'll let that dry a bit. And I'll probably come out and hit that again later. Oh, where did I miss? Colossus, where did I miss? Where exactly? Yeah, Grumpy, maybe I inspire you, huh? Maybe I inspire you to go, fix up your own rides. Because look at this. This is just a basic little truck. But I take a lot of pride in my vehicles, and I really like this truck. So getting it it was really not that far off from being perfect. And of course, perfect, right? It's not perfect. It wasn't really far off from being a really nice example of the truck. And now I think it is. I mean, look at the bumper now. It'll look better once we take the tape off, of course. But doesn't that look so much better than that rusty old thing? Now it's all at least one color. The rest that is there is going to be, slowed down by my paint process. And, yeah, Grumpy, you got patina. You don't want to mess with the patina. It does still have a few dents. It had a lot of dents. It's so much better than it was. It's got a couple of more little dents. There's a little bit more work to do on this thing to try to improve it a bit more. And, I'd like to think that I'm making good use of my time. I mean, there's imperfections everywhere. It's still just a little truck. The hood is still really rough, the paint on here. But I'm not going to go spend $1,000 getting the hood redone, right? But I might hit this with some, some 400 or 500 grit paper and try to help it a bit. I might just leave it. But look how much better it looks. It's not a show truck. If there's a goal for it, the goal is I want it to be nice enough that when I pull into some hardware store, that some older fellow is going to come up to me, or a guy my age, an older fellow, is going to come up to me and say, "Hey, that's a nice truck." Yeah, that's all I really want from it. What lights are those? They're LEDs. They're an LED upgrade that I put in over a year ago. The steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car. So yeah. Truth be told, it is an American truck. But at least we drive on the right side of the road. Literally. All right, friends, that's my show for the night. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Just a quick little bit of work. Putting in some fittings there in the grill to get that buttoned up real nice. And a little bit of taping and painting on the rear bumper of the little Nissan. So that's done. This one, just like that, driving around town, was in front of him at the Costco, I remember. Yeah, RV Smile, RSV Mille. I call you Smile because that's what I look when I see it real quick. That's all I see, Smile. There's still a few of these. One of the things I think is fun, I like these trucks. I like mini trucks. So when I drive around, I wave at other people that have Nissan mini trucks. They don't know that they're in the club, but they're in the club. So I wave, "Hey, nice truck." And usually they wave back like, "Why are you waving at me, weirdo?" And they'd be right there because I am a weirdo. But it's okay. A Nissan Ute. I'd like to get me one of those there, Grumpy. Hook me up. Okay, folks, I got to go. I'm going to go make dinner for my boys. I'm going to come back out here a little bit later. Not going to do a show for the second coat of the paint on the bumper there, but it's going to look real nice. And I might post some pictures on my Facebook to kind of update the final more bits of work that I've done here. And I'll see you tomorrow on Thumbs Up Thursday if you come hang out with me then. All right? See you later. Thanks for coming along for the ride here. Appreciate all of you. Have a great evening.